Hello everyone, welcome to A Foreigner Farming in the Philippines. So we're going to be doing a tilapia harvest tomorrow. We're going to be harvesting this net here. A couple things we've got to do today. We're going to put that large black net back in the water, and we're going to do similarly what we did last time. We're going to harvest this net, and the fish that are large enough to sell, of course, we're going to sell them. And the ones that are before, when we harvested this net, the small fish we put in this one a lot. Probably with what swam in to this net and the additional that we put in there. That's why we're harvesting. Look, this net was filled on May 21st. So we're, see, June, July, August, September. So we're not even 4 months. We're like 3.5 months when we, by tomorrow. So that's what, 12, 14 week grow out instead of a 20. Caveat to that, these were very large fingerlings that we put in, that we stocked this net with. So would probably be equivalent to about a 4-month grow out. Still about a month short, but the reason that we're doing this, twofold. I just want to get done with this this grow out so that we can get this pond drained and get the duckweed started. And got some other things going on too, but these the water quality is starting to get a little marginal. As you can see what I see, and this is how I've kind of something that I've learned. So you can see this first one. Those are the get the camera to stop focusing on my finger. The first net there is the youngest fish, and not many bubbles in it, as you can see. This one, the one that we need to harvest, there's a lot of bubbles on the top that remain, and that's a water quality issue. Same with this one. And as we go down the line here, it's less and less because the fish are smaller. There's less biomass and less biomass in each net. So when we get down to here, almost nothing. So it's a water quality thing. We've got a few things that we're going to change. As you can see, there's still bird droppings on the side here. So we're still having issues with that damn bird. If you can, I don't know, maybe I'll try to zoom in. This camera's not really. What you see right there in that corner are bird feathers. The problem is getting it to zoom back out. There we go, I did it. So the bird, that crane, is still, well, we're still feeding him. There's some more bird droppings there. This whole setup is going to be changed. They're going to be floating, a floating setup, rather than having everything suspended with these poles here. And it's going to be covered because I don't know how many fish the bird has taken. I would imagine, I think it's only one. He hasn't called his friends in to help him yet. But a fish or 2 or 3 every day, well, that adds up to some fish. So the nets need to be covered. It just needs to have like a little, pyramid-shaped net covering on it, just to keep him out. And they need to be floating so that we can move them for harvest, kind of play musical nets. Just move them over here and pull it out, because this area here is going to be, we're going to make a cement slab here with a building for feed storage, get the aeration units out of the rain, just to make this right. Give us a pad to do the harvest on, so the fish don't get muddy or they don't get grass mixed in with them. We can work in the shade. This is about 20 feet by, I don't know, 10 feet. And something else that might be happening, I won't go into it right now, but we're going to, look, I've got some plans, which I'm not going to expand on right now, but it's going to be some things that are going to take some work and some peso. Really going to focus on these tilapia, even more so than we have been, and this has been a pretty intense grow out here, but not nearly so intense as it's going to be. I'm going to try to get this ramped up to where we could make a Western level income off of these fish. And to do that, we need to do some big changes, and we're going to. We're going to spend not a sizable portion, but a portion of the money that we're going to receive from the sale of the plateau to get these fish right. I'm not getting any younger, and you know, I could keel over tomorrow, and I want Charlie and Marcel taken care of, and I want them well taken care of. I actually need to move that aeration stone back down. I don't know what happened here. It's very shallow. But anyway, I want this pond full of nets of fish, and something in the neighborhood of 1,000 to 1,500 USD per month profit. That's what I'm looking to do. And with this little setup right here, we're looking at about 150 USD profit per month, which is something, but it's not an income. It's a supplement. I really want to get this going and make it happen. So we're going to harvest tomorrow, and we'll have a much better idea on where we're at on how these fish, how the grow out is progressing. There's just too many fish in this net. I've got 2 aeration stones in it, and there's no fish on the top. They're not visibly in distress, but I can just tell, and I can tell by the color of the water. It's very green. There's a high algae load in the whole pond, and so that's taking a lot of oxygen out of it as well at night. When it drives the oxygen content of the water way down at night. So we've got things that we need to do. We're going to be harvesting tomorrow, and this net will just be removed. We're not going to replace it, but we're going to put that black net back in, and we'll be harvesting this one in about a month. This net is only 2 weeks behind this one. This one was put in only 2 weeks after that one, but I'm going to try to get a full 4 months of grow out in this one before we harvest. But again, it depends. You can see the water in it is not looking great, but the load on the biomass load on the whole pond will be relieved quite a bit by what we take out of this net that we're harvesting tomorrow. And at least one of those aeration stones are going to go into this, and one into that black net for the smaller fish that we transfer. So the aeration will increase, and hopefully that increase will be enough to get us an extra 2 weeks out of the grow out. We shall see. But we're about 3 months now from completing all of these, and then I anticipate a month's worth of draining and cleaning. I'm going to, when all these nets are out, we're going to remove all these poles, because we're gonna go with floating. I'm going to get some. I'm going to order some 1-inch garden hose, maybe even 1.25 if I could find it. And look, it's too heavy to wheelbarrow. Well, let me put it this way: it's too labor intensive to take all of this soil out of this pond fertilizer. So I'm going to order that hose and basically just flush it out. And it's all we're gonna dig a little containment, you know, couple 3 feet deep, and you know, maybe 10 or 12 feet long and 5-6 feet wide, as a sediment slash sludge containment pond, little mini pond. And we can, after it dries, and it's much easier weighs much less, it's much easier to handle, then we can remove that out and take it up to the garden and utilize it where it's most needed. So the countdown is really starting here. We're only 3 months away from completing this and moving on to the next chapter. And I'm still keeping, I'm not keeping records on the individual nets, just overall, so that we will have a complete profit and loss when the last net is harvested. And the last net to be harvested is going to be that one that's first in line there. So at least we'll have an idea of what profit can be expected from using sacked feed, because only for like a month did I supplement the feed that these fish have been fed with duckweed, because it became very apparent that the only way that I was going to be able to grow duckweed is in the round tank up there. That really limited the supply, and I need all the duckweed that tank produces for the experiment that I've got going on in the tilapia tanks up there. I need all of it. So this is basically just going to be an analysis of what you could expect without duckweed. And in about 3 months, maybe even 4 months, I know their growth is going to be slowed down because their diet is primarily duckweed. We'll see what those fish up there do. All right. See you guys tomorrow. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.